Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be doing something a little different in terms of there's actually not going to be any real Maple content that I do on MapleStory for this video. It's more or less going to be done outside on this Excel spreadsheet. And for those of you who don't already know, a guy on YouTube whose YouTube channel is Delusion Dash Mastering Gaming. I think Delusion Dash is his IGN, but I'll link his channel down below. He actually made a Maplestory Calculator, which basically takes all of the information, your gear, your stats, your level, your characters, buffs, skills, and everything, and puts them into this Excel spreadsheet that you can then use to calculate how much a single stat or like a single one strength would equal, how much range, percent boss, percent IED, percent attack, gives or contributes to your final damage, and etc. etc. Basically, it's just a really good way for people to min and max their damage. For example, if you have two bonus potentials that you're not sure which one's better, which one's not, you can go ahead and look at this calculator and it'll actually tell you how much that potential contributes to your final damage. And then from there, you can use that information to help you decide what gear to cube, decide whether or not it's worthwhile to spend money trying to flame, cube, scroll anything. That's pretty much just helps in the cost benefit, um, I guess, analysis. It gives you numbers to work off of. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do here for you guys today. So as you can see on this left side of my screen, um, I have, done this before. So I've typed in all of my stats, but since then, as you guys can see here, my stats are a little bit higher. So I figured instead of, just updating the spreadsheet with by updating the gear, I would just go ahead and redo all of this for you guys, just so you guys can see how to do it too, because it can be a little tricky. There's a lot of things that aren't a little obvious. But first things first, go ahead on this screen. I'm just gonna type in my level, my class. It's gonna be a Dell. Oh shoot, my bad. All the way down on the bottom. My weapons are also going to be on the blade caster. You just find your class and find the weapon that your class uses, and that's about it. So now we input our range. So to do this, you really want to make sure you have your clean range. Means no Maple Warrior, none of that, no external buffs. Um, so I did talk to a few people, and they, what the hell? Certain wonder. I didn't know this was a thing. How come I've never had this until now? What? Okay, so I guess I get 5 attack from that. But basically, I heard the only buff that we should have on is decent combat orders, and this is pretty much what I've learned because combat orders only buffs your skills. So I'll go ahead and use that. And as you can see here, this is my clean range, and you just go ahead and type that in as you see it on 588 range. The top portion 987457. So we have that. That's my range. Clean, unbuffed, minus decent combat orders. My pets. Pets don't really matter because it just adds, attack. Um, but yeah, that'll all get calculated in to the calculator. So now the damage percent you see right here is just going to be this number that we see in the window of our MapleStory screen. So go ahead and type that 72. Your attack percent. Now this is the one that threw me off the first time because your attack percent is like, I think it tells you here at must be the same as your correlated range. That's all of your sources of percent attack. So for Adele, if I just do this calculator real quick, I'm gonna do this in my head. This is 36%. I get 18 plus 21, 29%. 18 plus 21, 39%. And then I have 42% on my weapon. Now a lot of people stop here, but if you look here, I actually have 129%, and that's because some classes have skills that give you percent attack. I believe this is no, where is it? Oh, right here, 10% attack. So add another 10%. So that puts me at 127. And on here, I say 129, and that's because if you open up your familiar codex, if you go to collection or setup, what the badges? As you can see right here, I have 1%, 2%. So I have 2% attack from here, so that's 129% in total. Just go ahead and put that there. And then I'm pretty sure for this total stat window is just your total stat. So if I pop this open, my stat window, I don't need the skill yet. Type in this is 59028. And my dex is 8372. So that's going to be my stat. Now your IED, again, this is why I have this one open, because this is going to help me a lot. So familiar badges, haven't changed my hyper stats. I have it at 36%, I believe. I can check that. Oh, 39%. Okay. Just kidding. Legion grid, I don't believe I changed this either, but I might as well check just to be sure. A little bit of lag, a lot of bit of lag. So as I can see here, I have 28% from Legion, which, why does it say 15? Oh, because I recently made changes, right. Okay, so I guess it is good that I'm doing this. So that's 28% that I get from here in my Legion. You want to check to see if you have your blaster card equipped. I'm pretty sure I do. So you just go around, find your blaster. I don't really remember making, right here, 150, so I get 3% from that. I have a level 200 Beast Tamer that I made pretty recently right here that I haven't finished, so I get 5% from that. Link Light Wash. So you're going to pull up all your link skills. This is what mine normally are, so I have my level 2 Lumi, that's 15%. Don't have the Root Abyss Master, my ambition trait, which I should check. It's level 78, so I'll go here, it says 7.5%. Set from Superior Galaxy, you either do or you don't. Set from CRA, you either do or you don't. So I think I have the Arcane one, so I get 10% from my Arcane set. Pitched Boss, I don't have that. Item effect metal, I don't have that, and the metal refers to the Monster Park metal. Weapon, item effect, 20% from my weapon. Hat, top, bottom. CRA is 10, 5, 5. So we'll just go ahead and put those there. Boom, boom, boom. And then, of course, I have to calculate all my other external effects. So as you can see, the only link that they consider is Light Wash. But if I were to pop this back open, I have Renee's Blessing, which gives me 10%. I have Bravado, which gives me 10%. I think that's it. So that's 10, 10. Then I have a 30% line for my potential right here, so I'm going to go ahead and add that too. Where did I have 13 and 21 from? Huh. 21, oh man, sorry. I'm also trying to, so I think if I go back to Legion, I account for this. The only thing I haven't accounted for is my badges, where I have 6% here, which still isn't enough. Where is this 21% coming from? As you can see, it says 93.47. It should be exactly the same. Which is what I'm trying to figure out right now. Probably is a skill. Oh, right here, 21%. Yeah. So I put that in, and that should equal pretty close to 95. Yeah, 94.84. I'm pretty sure that rounded is this value. And then final damage, as you can see, I have 64% here. Max one is at 25 and 31. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys where that comes from. So I have 31% final damage from this. I'm actually not gonna lie, I don't remember where the last 25% comes from, but I'll figure out. And you guys are probably gonna have to do this too, just go by skill and see where this final damage comes from, because it can pretty much only come from your class. So, and more often than not, it's a passive skill. Right here, 25%. Wait, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. Yeah. So I'll type in the 25, and you'll see right here, this final damage percent will pretty much equal 64. Okay. Boom, 63.75, I rounded to a 64. And that is my stat. This total base stat will get updated as I enter all of this. So it says buff stats, and so what I do for here is I just use my self buffs. 11 F12, and then Dell doesn't really have that many skills, so I pretty much just use this. 2 skills, and these are my buff stats. If I really wanted to, I could cast a Weapon Aura, which gives me 6% final damage. The reason I don't is because I do want to keep this like as clean as possible with only my bare minimum self buffs. And that might be wrong, but I think this way it's more accurate if I were to pop, literally everything. So I'll go ahead, type in my new values, which haven't really changed much, and I think it's the same here. So if I go to this one, yeah, no familiars, no anything. How am I missing 4% boss damage? What? Critical damage is 78. Attack percent, I don't think that changes. How did I lose attack percent? That's weird. Attack percent should be the same, so 129. AP 16% from Maple Warrior, so right here, 16%. And it'll ask me for my total stat. 7.3, just type it in. 8372. So this will ask you for your AP. That's how much you have in right here. So this is 1363. This is 4. And this is the part that gets really annoying because you quite literally have to count every single percent stat that you have. So if here's a total stat percent that you have, and you must add up everything. So I'll probably go ahead and do this part and then just cut it out, because honestly this will take a really long time otherwise. And of course, I'm just going to say this here, you don't want to include Maple Warrior because it's included right here, as you guys can see. But yeah, I'll go ahead and sum this up right now. And one of the things you don't want to forget, I guess I'll leave this in here, is your flames. So don't forget to don't overlook those when you are doing this. Mm, 33 plus 12 is 45. So that's all the percent strength that I have, and it sums up to 686. So if I go back to this one, as you can see, I've gotten about 31% stat since the last time I made this. Whoa. Now to sum up my all stat, remember to count your all stat percent as dex. And that totals to 172, which I think is 1%. And that, I think, should be enough to get me my final stat. Just gonna double check. And then I make sure my boss and IED hasn't changed. Nope, they're the same. Then you can have your extra stats too, which you want to apply all your external buffs. I don't really care about that, so I'm gonna uncheck it. And the final stat's something I type in. My bad. So it says so right here. It says stat from Arcane Force Legion bonus and hyper stats. Add up to your final stat. So if I go to here, I don't think my final stat would have changed much from 13,840, but I'll go ahead and just do it anyways. So I have 1320 from there, and I go into my Legion grid and just sum up the member bonuses here. So I have 13,750 from that, and then I also have my hyper stats that I gain 120 from. And that's going to equal 13,870. Oh, thank goodness that I did do it, because gain 30 final stat. Let's go. Don't have any points in dex, as you can see. I don't have any arcane symbols, so the only ones it's going to come from is my Legion bonuses. So if I go back to here, I have 80 dex, 40 dex, 50 dex. I think that's it. Oh, another 80 dex, which adds up to 250. I don't have 310 there. Did I miss something? 80, 130, 170, 250. Where am I missing dex from? Cool, well that's it. So it's just 250, I guess. So I lost dex somehow. Probably removed a dex character from the Legion board. But yeah, it says 250 here. Extra stats, don't care about familiars. I will add because it does give me a lot of boss damage. My familiars, I have. Oh wait, I shouldn't type that. I have boss damage 45%. Boss damage 50%. Hello? Huh? What? Oh, okay. And then let me check what my, I think it's 40%. Yeah. You see 45, 50, 40. Oh, I have to wait for this to load, this bar right here. What? It's a little overkill, so if you sum this is 135, and you can only get 120% boss damage from familiars, so... endgame optimization, don't need this quite yet. And if I look right here, this window should match up pretty much exactly with my window. You can hear 60743 is the exact same stat. 55505 is when I'm buffed, so it should also match that. So let me buff back up. And we can see here 55, 502, 55, 4. Oh, it's a little off. Wait, now it's too low. Huh? Ow. And now this is off too. Wait, why is it? What happened? It was just exactly the same, and now I'm too high, but I have more stat. What? That is so weird. Is it because of this? Huh? Okay, well, that is so strange because y'all saw just a second ago that I had this exact same. Wait, boss 184%. That's not right. This is boss 295. What happened? Oh, what the hell? So go to boss. This should be 291. Everything here looks right though. I'll let this load and see why that's the case. Wasn't it just at? Am I tripping? I guess I have to wait for decent combat orders to pop back up, but that's so weird. So if I were to summon familiars, 410%, 411, what the? Oh, I think it's because, oh, damn it. Yeah, I'm at 290 without combat orders, so I'll pop it again and then see what happens. Um, what? Okay, there. Okay, I'm not tripping. So the range is a little off. I'm not sure why that is, but the stat window is exactly on point, and that's really the part that I care about the most. And then if I summon familiars, I should be at 411. It says I'm 411. So this is pretty much what you're looking at, universal funding range. And with this, and if your stats okay here, I'm pretty sure you're good. That's the main thing that I look at anyways. I'm pretty sure the range should be a little bit higher, and I'm not sure why it's not. Um, I might be because of Ascent, no. Ruination. Oh, it's probably because of these. I'm assuming. I have get attack power, so my range on here is going to be a little higher because of combat orders. I think I'm going to assume that's what the case is. Rob, I know you said you're going to watch this video, and if that's why, could you let me know? Um, but otherwise, everything else is correct, so I think it's just the attack difference that's making my range a little bit more inflated. Now that we have that, you can go ahead and go into your equipment stats. And this is basically going to tell you, so honestly, this is the longest part right here, is entering in every single one of your gears as stats. But what you can do, the easiest stuff, get that out of the way. How long has this video been? 25 minutes? Oh, it's not bad. Go here, 20 pet equip 1, 26 attack, 7 and 10 attack. Uh-oh. I think this is 9. Oh, 8. Are these all 8? Nope. So that's the easy stuff, and pretty much we're just gonna go and fill in all of these items. Again, I'll do that here too. Roro doesn't have anything but my metal. Wait, this is my metal. 15, 15 all 5 attack. My title, which I actually didn't use, because I don't really have a title, I don't think that's worth using. See, time limit expired. If I go title bag, title bag. Am I blind? Oh, just kidding. See, all these don't really give me anything. So I don't really have a title, so I'm waiting for the CRA one, basically, so I don't get anything bonus from that. Totem 1, 2, 3, 28, 14. This one is 36, 15. Oh, it's never mind, there's no dex, just that. 28, 13. And since I've already done this before, I'm gonna probably just copy the equipment stats from here because most of these potentials I didn't change. It's just the, I mean, most of the main, like actual scrolling and stuff I didn't change. The flames and scrolling is just the, whatchamacallit, potentials that I upgraded a little bit of. Saving or changing editing is temporarily disabled. Eh? I didn't make a change. Okay, that's fine. So we go ahead and fill this. Oh, I really can't, huh? What if I try reloading it? Oh, it is taking a while. Might be a Google thing. Basically, I mean, this part's pretty self-explanatory. So I'll probably just skip it and show you guys, like, for example, everything that I have here is all my old potentials. So once you have that, you can just skip around. If you go to stat equivalence, you can see here 1 strength is equal to 7.55, 1% is equal to 58.45, which is equal to about 7.74, which is actually 1% better than 1% is about equal to 1 strength. So you can see here, there's a whole bunch of values, armor, bonus potentials. We see like the ranking for each line. So 3% crit damage is the best one. 8% is the next best, and then plus 2 per 10 is 9 or 11% final. 0.11% worse. Um, yeah, so you can see all this, and then if you go to stat comparison, you can actually compare how much you would lose by switching over left and right. So you can see 20,000 strength is worse than 10,000 strength and 60% attack. So it's all that. Oh, so it's loaded back up. So I'll probably type this after the video because at this point, I'm pretty sure most of you guys can do this without needing help. So you have these, and we go to weapon secondary emblem comparison. You know, it compares each one, main none. You can compare it to a different weapon, et cetera, et cetera. Ratios, it's a very helpful tool, especially if you are trying to min-max your damage and then later end game. And then there's ones that I haven't used yet, like weapon secondary emblem optimization. I don't know how to use this, so I'm not even going to bother. But so if I go to equipment rankings, this is the one that I was talking about in the beginning. This will rank your flames. Hello, PC? Can you work? Okay, so rank your flames, your bonus potential, your main potential. As you can see here, my gloves, it's the best potential, gives the most final damage. You can go down the line and see what your worst one is, and that's my eye at 1.98%. So if you ever have cubes and you want to debate whether or not you want to recube main potential, this is what you can do to get a sense of how much each stat is going to be worth. And I guess at this point, I'm just going to fill out the rest of this. You guys can go ahead and leave. And if you guys do, you got all of your educational value out of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, happy mapling. But for those of you who just want to see me finish this out to see what, the equivalence would be to my DEL, you can either skip to the end of the video, or you can just watch me input these values one by one. It'll take a really long time. uh, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's just 14, 15, 28, 28, 28, 28, 13. 120, 15, ooh. 15. It's really important here that you have your flame and total stats differentiated. But this is the only way you're going to get your flame stats compared correctly. So I'll go back to this. Yeah, so it's pretty boring, which is why I recommend you guys skip to the end. Um, you don't really gain much out of this besides seeing me type in what I already know, so. It's 3 items done. We have a ton more to go. So I know for sure I didn't change any of these, which is why I'm not even bothering pulling up my gear. Oh, I might have changed my top actually. Oh, I did. This is 180 now. Oh, okay. Wait, 274? Then I'll go here. Flame stats is 64 and 5. Yeah. Oh, not 250. Oh, and then we continue. And I don't really input anything that's not my main or secondary stack just because it doesn't contribute to range. I'm more or less just doing it because I'm pretty much only doing the things that would actually contribute to my range, which is why I'm not even thinking about them. I It's probably the least proud potential that I have. Um, but I ran out of violet cubes, so I couldn't really do anything about it. Oh, it's so weird how it doesn't calculate the bonus pot. Oh, so sad this doesn't have a 7-5 B pot, but what am I gonna do? Ring 4, gonna go ahead and do my Gollux. Mm, then ring 1, last but not least. Almost done. Last 3 items. It's my weapon. 200. 17 stars. Never gonna get higher because I don't need to liberate it. Why isn't there a 6? Ah! Secondary is level 140. No stars, no scrolls. 14, 14, 9. I have 40 boss now. Oh, oops. My bad. Emblem is level 100. Yep. 10, 10, 2, 12. Nope. 12, 9, 30. 12, 9. And that should be everything. Calculates all my stuff, 680. Probably might be better to just do this instead of counting up all your things in the beginning. So if I have 687% stat and I go to character stats, it should be the same here. 686. However, I don't think that's wrong. I think, is it? I don't want to be off 1%, but the stat worked out fine. So, go to Maple Warrior 6074, which is this. I'm assuming it's okay. This is all my stat calculations. Everything is in here now. Now, if I go to stat equivalence, you can see my stat has bumped up a little bit. So as you can see here, one attack is equal to about 23 something stat, which is about 3 stat for me. So now, my more practical use of this would be when I'm ICOGing. So I know that now that every 3 stat is going to be equal to 1 attack. So if I roll 5 attack, 3 stat, obviously that's like 6 stack-ish, give or take. It's super helpful. Armor stats and potentials. 1 stat is going to be 8 stat in the stat window, etc., etc. I don't think much of this has changed if I go to final damage bonus. These are pretty much all the same. This percent strength went down a little bit actually. But otherwise, it's fine. I'm gonna go right, WSC, I don't want optimization, I want equip rankings. So I'm done with this now, I don't need it. This is my ranking for flames. Didn't really change much of these. I think the only thing I changed was my pocket, and now that went up a tiny bit. Bonus potentials. You can see my first pendant that has 4% all stat, 4% strength is the worst one. So if I need to ever cube, but this is the one I'm going to cube, then ring 3, which is my superior ring. So the next one, reinforced. Wait, that's not right. Just 10 strength. Oh, I guess it is. That's where, oh, I guess so. Cause, you know, so this is my solid ring. This is my uh, reinforced string. So you can see tier kind of goes up. Ideally, you know, everything would be pretty similar. So you can see here if I were to add all this up and if I went for an average of like 1.2% or 1.15% to say, right? Everything below it, that's what, 0.02 plus 0.06 plus 0.1 plus 0.13 plus 0.13 plus 0.15 plus 0.16 plus 0.16 plus 0.19 plus 1.15 is what I want, right? So 0.34, that would be like 1.4% final damage if I tried really hard to get 12% on everything. It barely give me a boost in range is what I'm trying to say, but now you know for sure. And now if I look at this, you can see all my main potentials. My worst one's my eye accessory, then it comes my hat and pendant too, which are tied. Which is fine. I'm actually pretty content. 30% strength is like obviously the goal. 33 is like, you know, end all be all. And I get 0.6 for each one as you can see. But yeah, I think this is going to conclude the video here. I know it's 54 minutes, it's really long, but I think this has a lot of value in terms of what it can do for people who are especially trying to min and max. So I figured I'd make this calculator for people who are confused because it can be a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna say this again. Thank you guys so much for watching. A big shout out to Robert Delusion Dash for making this calculator and helping out so many maplers. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something. And as always, happy mapling. Peace!